Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I love Brainteasers. Now, they suck during interviews because it's real easy to panic, and that's often what the firm is looking for, that and the logic behind which you're dissecting the problem. But, for me personally, I enjoy the challenge. Here's one of the classics. I haven't done this one before, but let's see if you can figure it out, okay? And I have to read it off the screen because the setup is a little long, but I think it's worth hanging in there for. Ready? During medieval times, when knights and barbarians fought against each other... Okay, I'll stop. A man was captured and sentenced to death for allegedly befriending barbarians. Ooh. The king, however, wanted to give him another chance and ordered him to his presence and asked him to choose one of 3 knights present. One of the knights is the Knight of Life, and he always tells the truth. The second knight is the Knight of Death, and he always tells lies. And the third knight is the Knight of the Dungeon. He sometimes lies and sometimes tells the truth. Classic setup, isn't it? So, if the man chooses the Knight of Death, he's executed before sunset. If he chooses the Knight of Life, he'd be acquitted and set free right away. And if he chooses the Knight of the Dungeon, he would spend the rest of his life imprisoned in the dungeon. So this is the first time that he's ever seen these 3 knights, so he couldn't recognize them, knew nothing about them. And he's allowed to ask the knights 1 question each. Again, classic setup. The man asked the red-haired knight, "What is the name of this blonde-haired knight?" The reply was, "He is the Knight of the Life." He asked the black-haired knight, "What is the name of the blonde-haired knight?" The reply is, "He is the Knight of Death." And then he asked the blonde-haired knight, "Who are you?" "I am the Knight of the Dungeon." So the man guessed correctly, and let's see if you can. So I'm going to play Jeopardy music. Ready? Do 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 do. Okay, I'll skip it. Okay, here's how you solve it. Ready? The red-haired knight said blonde was life, so red cannot be life, so that would be a lie. The blonde-haired knight said he was dungeon, so he couldn't be life, or that would be a lie. The black-haired knight is therefore life. He said blonde is death, which leaves red as dungeon. So that's the solution to that problem. Ta-da! So I hope you found that fun. I've got more on my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Come over to the site, go explore it, because there's a lot of info there in addition to Brainteasers that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Also want to mention that if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/IM/thebiggamehunter. I accept connection requests from people worldwide, except if you look like a spammer or scammer, except if you're a third-party recruiter. Finally, if you have a question about job hunting, instead of making the mistake of asking people who know as little as you, like friends, family, your manager, former managers, even your managers, how much more do they really know than you? They've hired some people, may have changed jobs a few times, but they don't know the nuances like I do. Having filled as many positions as I have evaluated as many people as I have. So reach out to me through either prestoexperts.com. You can find that. The easy way is bit.ly, bit.ly/Presto Experts, all in lowercase. You can find my profile there, schedule, just start a chat with me or call me through the service. Next, you can schedule time through my website, thebiggamehunter.us. In the area above, there's a tab that says something to the effect of, do you have a question about your job search, or do you have a question? Order time with me. I tend to go over when you do it on my website, so that's probably the best way to do it. But either way is fine. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great day.